see what we're gonna talk about here, but the Nolan Wells thing is still going on. They still haven't come up with a, who, if anything, was going on with that incident. The U.S. stockpile of munitions running low, so they say.
Yeah.
You got all them troops over there on the Abraham Lincoln, with over 5,000 troops, I think, been out there on that vessel for over 9 months now, I believe. They almost hit a short tour.
Yeah.
A lot of complaints that they sending home to the families. See, DeWayne Davis. I don't know if you all heard that, where he's supposed to be the man that set Tupac up. Tupac got killed. Yeah, he said they set him up. He been arrested or whatever, or in jail or whatever the hell is going on with that. They gonna have that trial. Suge Knight said he ain't gonna. I think he was driving the car that Tupac was in, but he said he's not gonna testify, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. We got this socialism scare thing going on with all these communist, socialist people coming out wanting to run for office, and people tripping out over that. Contaminated food coming out of Mexico. I guess the Mexicans said they're gonna fix our ass, huh? Shipping people out, so they down there shitting and pissing on all of the food that they send into the United States. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then we got the WNBA thing going on. I don't know if you guys following all of that drama they got going on in the WNBA or not, but they got some shit going on right there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Mr. Price, how you doing, man? We just kicking it off, man. But anyway, that's all I had to throw in the pot tonight, man. But we can talk about anything y'all want to talk about.
Hey,
Well, listen,
we need to throw one more thing. We need to throw one more thing in there.
What's that,
go
man?
ahead.
Our commander in chief jumping into a catering truck to get out of Turkey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, ain't that something?
yeah.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
But
And sticking his boy on the plane to die. Rubio.
He didn't care about it.
so I got one thing. Every now and then I get on this, and I know y'all probably get tired of me sending that stuff, but I get on there every now and then. So y'all know the young fella Damon Darling. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
Damon
So-
Darling.
Damon Darling. So I tell you, see him. He's a guy. He's a philanthropist. He was an alcoholic. He was homeless, all that, and then he got into comedy. He has a coffee brand out there, and all that. So he would go into Walmart and pay for people's groceries.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Give people
I know
money.
you're talking- Yeah.
Well, Walmart just banned him for life from all of their stores.
Mm.
I didn't know Walmart owned Murphy gas stations. I guess they out in the Midwest somewhere.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so they own Murphy's gas stations. He can't go to Murphy's gas stations, Walmart, or Sam's Clubs.
What?
Now, here's a man that's bringing you money.
Right.
All he does is he makes a little money off of his content,
Right.
but he's giving it right back to your store. He's in there with the cameras, but he's putting it right back in your pocket.
Mhm.
And you banned him for life. Well, not just people that look like us are mad about that. It's a whole lot of white people that's pissed off about that.
Mm.
What
Right.
was that they banned him?
But because he looked like us. That's pretty much what it's going to boil down to. But my thing is, why would you shoot yourself in the foot? Not that he's I mean, I understand y'all got all the money y'all need. So it's not like it's about the money.
Right.
It's about the person. My thing is, if Elon Musk, who ain't giving nobody a goddamn thing,
Right.
if he was in there giving money away, would you ban him also?
No, they would not.
Exactly. What what person that don't look like us is out there doing anything like that?
Nobody. Did he say something about him or what?
No. And look, the day that they the and he's got the scene on one of his things. The day that they got him, he wasn't even in the store. They pulled him over on the road, on the side of the road in his car, and fed him that.
Wow.
And he said, and he even asked him and his camera guy, the guy that does his camera, the guy that does his cameras is a white guy, and he's like, who did this? He's like, Walmart did it. That's what the cop told him. Walmart did it. So, you know, these are the kind of things that really hurt this country. Because here's somebody that's doing something positive. And I think I sent that thing out about where the guy was talking about it's not right or it's not good to be nice in this country. You got to be nasty in order for people to respect you.
Right.
You can't go up and say, hey, sir, how you doing today? You got to go up and say, hey, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You got to do it like that in order for somebody in this country to understand, you know, somebody nice to you, look at them like they're crazy.
Right.
Because they hold the door for you or they say thank you. You know what I mean? And they look at you like you crazy because nobody expects you to be nice to them in this country. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really bad, man. And that's the truth, though. It's some mean people in this country, black and white.
Yeah, for no reason.
White people.
Yeah, for no reason.
For no reason.
Then they wake up early in the morning mad, and you don't know why. Like, what you mad about? You woke up today. I had a good day.
Yeah.
Everybody mad, man.
Listen, I wake up every day happy. I might cuss, but I'm waking up happy.
Oh yeah.
I cuss happy.
I'm just happy to be alive. With all things going on.
I listen, man, I cuss happy. Cause I'm cussing and laughing at the same time. Hey, it's all
Me
right.
too.
I would say me too.
You know, y'all brought up the thing about Donald Trump making his escape off of that plane. I wanted to ask Colonel Jordan, man, how would you like to have that assignment, man? Piloting Air Force One for while Donald Trump is in office. Your mic's muted. Okay.
Oh, that'd be a nice job. You get paid the same if you were flying anything else.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I mean, somebody's always got a target on the president. I'm assuming, but with this asshole, I mean, how would you like to have that assignment though, man? I mean, I would hate to be one of his. I would hate to be Secret Service, man, with his ass right about now. But yeah, well, I mean, you know,
when I heard the threat, I haven't had time to do it. I wanted to look at the range of shoulder-fired SAM missiles. There's a way you can avoid them, avoid the threat of them, without changing airplanes. What you have to do is know the range of the particular threat that you're against.
Right.
Because a person with a shoulder-fired SAM missile can only be a certain distance away from the target, and that missile only has a certain range. And plus, it's the person who's shooting it has to be trained because it's you sight it with your eyes. So there are things that you can do to clear the perimeter around there, and then you have the guy take off, and instead of doing a regular climb out, to do a very steep climb out, which which reduces the risk of exposure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I was flying, I'm not up on all the technology they've done with these shoulder-fired SAMs. But when I was flying C5s, that was one of the things that going certain places you might be concerned about.
Yeah.
But it was the biggest threat was when you were coming in for a landing.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you were taking off heavy, if you were taking off real heavy, which meant you couldn't do a steep climb out. You have to climb out on a regular profile. So I don't know. I don't think the biggest thing for me is, as a pilot, is to be briefed on what the threat is and know what I can do to reduce the risk of the threat.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have good intel too, and if you got cross-eyed Joe, doing your intel, ain't gonna work. Because
well, that's who's doing it now.
because
yeah, that's right.
hey, look, because that joker, hey, he can't read left or right.
But that
I would just share this with you. Intel, for me, Intel is probably the most important input you have in mission success. I can fly in bad weather, with a broken airplane, with all kinds of things, and complete a mission safely. But if I have bad intel, I'm up the creek without a paddle.
yeah.
And an example of that was when we attempted to rescue the hostages that were in Tehran in the Iranian embassy. Remember when
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a big thing, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
They had hostages. Didn't they let the black people go?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Is that they
They
let the
did.
black people leave the embassy?
In fact, I don't know if I ever told you guys this or not, but I worked for one of them I was in Holland, a guy named Joe Vincent. He was one of the hostages.
Oh wow, okay.
Did he have a story to tell, Matt?
No, he was not one of those people.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about it?
We found out about it by accident, Ed.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Mm.
He didn't talk about it.
Wow.
And he used to come out of the house, but I respected his desire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In fact, I've been trying to find him, but I can't find him. Because his wife was not his wife, but he was at a hostage. But I guess he got married after he went back home, and his wife was a very nice lady named Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Chester,
Mm-hmm.
my motto when I was flying was, a scared man can't win and a jealous man can't work.
I know that's right. Yeah. That's a fact.
So you talk about the guy hiding in the catering truck?
Hey,
You call him scared?
but
if you're scared, you're in the wrong business.
Colonel,
you call him scared?
Colonel, you say that, and I definitely agree with it, because working in a prison it's scary every day, because you don't know what you're gonna get. And people ask me all the time, "Are you scared?" Yeah, I'm scared, but I'm not scared like, ooh, not like that. But you scared of the unknown.
You understand the risk,
Right? You scared of the unknown. Like a bunch of them guys, they on meds. Well, dude don't take his meds that day. You know what you don't know what you got to deal with. I should tell people I had to deal with 5,000 inmates. So I had to deal with 1,500 attitudes because you got a breakfast attitude, a lunch attitude, and a dinner attitude. Right? And you don't know during the course of the day which one of them attitudes are gonna break. And that's that. And Colonel, listen, you that right there, what you said is that's real. That's real. And I tell people all that I was scared. I was scared every day. But I should tell inmates asked me one time. I used to always walk around with my head down. And he said, Jones, why you walk around with your head down? I said, because I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do to you if you get out of whack. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, because I got to figure this thing out. So while I'm walking, I'm thinking, okay, if this fool act up, this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the throat out. I'm gonna do something. And that's where I was. But so yeah, but definitely, if you ain't scared of certain things, it ain't gonna work out for you.
Yeah. You heard of Sing Sing prison, right?
Yeah.
In New York.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work there, and I was a cook. And I came to this prison every day, and I had these doors clanking behind me. I never saw an inmate. The way that I came into the officers' mess, I never saw an inmate. But just those doors and them keys clanking closed behind you know, and I wasn't a guard. I took the test to be a correctional officer and I passed it, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to be in jail every day. So I turned it down. And I didn't want to be in jail every day, man. And then I thought about I didn't see no inmates when I was a cook, none but officers. But now I got to deal with inmates. I said, nah, I think I'll pass on that. I passed the test, the civil service and all of that test and everything. But I like passed it up. I said, nah, that's okay. It was more money than what I was making. But I got in this union and then I was making pretty good wages. So but I wasn't in jail every day. That's the way I felt, like I was in jail.
Right.
Every
Yeah.
day.
Even though I wasn't an inmate or anything, I felt like
You
them big old doors clanking closed behind you, and them look there, and the guards be walking around with the keys on their belt. You know, I'm like, oh no, I can't do that.
feel like you're doing time with them.
Yeah. 21 years, 8
You
hours a
did it,
day.
yeah, 21 years.
And I told them, and look, and don't do no overtime. They don't. It wasn't no extra. Wasn't no extra for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do these 8. You told me I had to do 8 for 20 years to get a paycheck the rest of my life. That's all you getting is them 8 hours. Unless
Yeah.
I had to. I wasn't volunteering for no overtime. I don't think I made $3,000 worth of overtime.
Wow.
In 21 years.
My
Get in and
son,
get the hell out.
Like, man, what?
my son once asked me this question. He said, "Daddy, were you scared when you were in Vietnam?" I told him every day. I told him every day. But then I told him something that I can't repeat on here. I told him you learn F fear.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a job to do.
Right.
Flying the president ain't nothing. For me, a bigger concern was when I was in aeromedical evacuation, trying to get people to a hospital that were sick, taken off under conditions that were marginal. I can remember one time there was a newborn baby in Clovis, New Mexico, that had to get to the neonatal unit in San Antonio, and I was on alert. I had to go get the baby. We had to go get this child and take him to San Antonio. We couldn't go into Clovis because it was a snowstorm. And we landed at Lubbock, Texas, where I trained to be a pilot. And what happened was we had to get de-icing on the airplane, and they didn't have a de-icing truck. So what the wing commander had his people do was take a forklift and tie a barrel of this stuff on it and go up on the forklift and spray the tail of the airplane, but we couldn't de-ice the wings properly.
Oh.
We had to get this baby to San Antonio. When the baby came, my co-pilot asked me, what were we gonna do? Shit, we took off. He never flew with me again because he thought that I was too dangerous. But I wasn't. My concern was this child. If this child doesn't get to a neonatal unit, the child will die.
Right.
So those are the kind of things that I thought about that were most concerned with me. To have a VIP on board. If I make a rough landing, what I tell the VIP, sir, you would pay United Airlines $300 for a landing like that. I give it to you for free.
You got-
You got it for free.
You know, when me and my wife fly and we land, we have a score. We say, was that an Air Force pilot or a Navy pilot? And those hard landings, we always say that.
That's a Navy dude.
Yeah.
Those are those two hoppers.
All right, I got one more, man. And I don't forgot his name, but this cop, this Republican cop that's going around the country talking about he's a Republican and what Democrats haven't done for black folks, and what the black folks need to understand, that the Republicans are there for them, and this, that, and the other.
Is he black?
Yes. And I cannot think of his name right.
I know who you're talking about too. But I
Turner,
can't think of his name.
is it Turner? Something, but he was a police officer.
He
Yep.
must be broke.
And he's going around and he's being you seen how the kid, what's his name? What's the young boy's name? That dude, the young white kid, the blind kid that does the sit around where people come and challenge him.
Oh, the one that got
You
killed?
talking about?
No.
You
No.
talking about Charlie Kirk?
No. This kid,
the guy's name is Brandon Tatum.
Oh,
yeah, that's the cop. Yeah.
Tatum.
But anyway, yeah. Anyway, he's going around now and he's doing these things where he's got they got the seats in the middle of the floor, and you go up and challenge him against, whatever.
Oh, like what's his name? The guy that got assassinated, killed out.
Right. Well, Charlie Kirk did do it before.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it. Well, anyway, he's doing this now. And he's getting punished. And he doesn't even realize it. Because he's so dumb. First of all, he's challenging people on history, and he has no damn clue.
Right.
He has no clue of what he's talking about. And he's challenging people, and it's some black folks, they educators. Listen, they be schooling him. I mean, they take him all the way to school, but he can't see the forest for the trees.
None of them can.
And I brought him up because I want y'all to look out for him. This dude here, boy, listen, he's worse than Byron Donald.
Oh,
I
God.
thought you were talking about Clark at first. I can't remember Clark's first name.
Yeah, nah, this
Joe
dude,
Clark? No, I don't know.
You talking about the one that just ran for office, Mac?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
he was on Trump's campaign trail, some garbage,
Oh yeah,
Uh,
one from South Carolina.
I don't know where he's from. He need to go back there. That's all I know.
From South Carolina. Yeah.
Well, your boy Byron Donaldson, man, Bob, I don't know
Oh,
if you've seen him lately, man. He done swole up, man. He getting fat, man.
Hey, listen,
I think
brother.
he done made a few
the
$1 million
white folks
and
feed him.
shit. Huh?
The white folks feed them.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
man. I mean, his pockets are getting fat.
Mm-hmm.
Going
Tell
They
you.
all
go,
dinners.
they gonna be
Yeah.
empty too.
Yeah, I just watched the thing where Joy Reid just schooled him. The dude tried, like they always do, he tried to go back on something that he had said previously.
Mm-hmm.
Joy stopped him in his tracks and played it for him.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Then
she
he
brought
tried
the
to say he was.
receipts.
Then he tried to say he was misconstrued.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the time. Oh yeah, it's never exactly how they say it. Well, that's not exactly what I meant. But when it's the tables are turned, if when Biden said something, but that's what he said,
Right.
but that's what he said. But hold on, when you said, well, that's not what I meant, and you're taking it out of context.
That's the key right there, Bobby. People say you take something out of context, don't even know what context means.
Nah.
Because he's saying what the context is, but he don't realize that's what he's saying. When she quoted him and showed him his own video, he still was saying, I was taken out of, well, that's what she said. Those are your words. Nobody brought this subject matter up. You brought it up. Nobody asked you to talk about this. You brought it up. So how are you being taken out of context?
I was misquoted on my own biography.
Yeah, he trying to say that the black family and the black father had it best during Jim Crow period.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I did see that. I did see that.
The black family was stronger because the father was in the household. He was making up stuff on the fly, and she wouldn't let him off the hook.
Nah, she shouldn't.
She would not let him off, and it was all bullshit.
Because and that's the thing. Like people really don't know or forget that was one of the major deals. One of the major deals with now they want to call it socialism, which they use to the utmost to keep us from being men, fathers, daddies, and head of our homes.
Mm-hmm.
They use what they want to take away from folks now,
right?
So that we wouldn't be strong enough to run a family. That's why welfare was given to us. Telling the black mother, we'll give you this and give you somewhere to live, and you ain't got to pay, or you pay very little because you don't have to work. So you can have this house, and you and your kids can be together, but he can't be there.
Exactly.
He can't be there. So socialism is a problem now, but it wasn't a problem then when you didn't want people, men, let me take it, men that look like us to be out there to work and make money to raise our families and to take care of our families. Now you want to talk about socialism. It's the same thing. Without socialism, there's no capitalism.
America was built, the middle class was built on socialism. That's what it's all about. All the GI housing thing, all that is socialism. All that was socialism.
During the Korean War, Vietnam, whatever, and those soldiers came back, let me just say, military came back home.
Right.
When they gave them money to go to school,
right.
Socialism.
Socialism.
When they gave them money to get houses, socialism.
VA loan, socialism.
Out of
Social
that,
Security.
Out of those, yes. Well, Social Security is a little different, just a little bit. But out of that,
because we paid into it, yes.
Exactly. out of that socialism became capitalism because those people started businesses, so they capitalized off of not having anything, and that help that they got, they capitalized off of it to prosper, to help to pass things down to their families, and that not the capitalism that they're talking about. The capital, but those guys, the guys capitalized off of the socialism part of that, so that they could prosper in their lives and pass on to their kids or whatever.
But the bank bailouts were nothing but socialism.
All of that. The auto industry, all of that.
That was all socialism.
Well,
but the whole
highway system, police system. I mean, all of it. You know, it's where you collect from the masses to pay for the. I don't know. It's one of those words that they have tried to put fear on you with. Same thing with Muslim. Same thing with black. Same thing with. You know, there are a number of words that they try to make them bad so that you be scared of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
The trigger words.
But the game,
and they don't understand what those words really mean.
Well,
but Mac, the game has never changed. The game is always to use the lack of education.
Right.
What you're talking about is the lack of education because they're saying something to you that you're thinking is one thing, but it's not that. You know, like woke. You know, but going back to what Bobby said about welfare was a well-kept secret among the white folk. And when it started to get out among the other races, that's when it became such a big issue. But the one thing people got to understand about welfare and black people, when they tell you about black people on welfare, they're not talking about the whole sum of welfare. What they're talking about is the number of black people, the total number of black people, and the number of black folk that are getting welfare. So the map is right there. It's not the whole country because black folk only make up a certain percentage of the country. And black people can't, if you're a minority, you can never use up the majority of anything.
No.
So that's all the misconception. That's a sleight of hand, but the numbers that they use is a study or a metric that's within the group, not within the total population.
Of course.
So that's why people don't understand when they say black people on welfare. No, they're telling you about they're using statistics to tell you about the number of black people out of the total black population, the number of people that are on welfare. But if black folk don't come nowhere near the number of white folks that's on welfare.
Oh no, never have.
Can't come near that. But they want you to believe that the minorities are using up all the money as far as what they're giving out when they're not even talking about the farmers and subsidies. There's a lot of other things that they disguise that it's the same thing.
Right.
And they talk about socialism like it's a bad thing, but yet they spend all their tourist money going to socialist countries.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Every country, like anything in Europe is socialist, right?
Mm-hmm. Everybody got free healthcare.
But they fly in there and they cruising there, they go in there every day.
Right.
But they hate it. You figure, you tell me what's going on.
So they hate it wrong.
They hate it. But they're going to be cruising there. I'm going to England. I'm going to Germany. I'm going to go visit France. And then when they come back, socialism is killing us.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take your word. But yeah, the thing in this country is always about your lack of understanding, comprehension, which all comes back to your lack of education.
Education. I hate Obamacare, but I love the ACA.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not a socialist, but I'm not giving up my Social Security.
Exactly.
So what's the trigger word? You know what I'm saying? I was telling Bobby, I said, I always, when I get into conversations sometimes with some of those people, I always give them a problem to solve. I say, you know, that what you just said reminds me of something. And I always ask, I say, so if you were traveling at the speed of light and you turned your headlights on, how fast would you be going? Take your time. I don't want you to give me the wrong answer. Take your time. And they will be sitting there with a look on their face. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. But you sitting here doing all this bullshit and you don't even know what I just told you was you was traveling at the speed of light.
Right.
Shit, if you turned your headlights on.
It doesn't matter.
No, but then I'm serious. Next time you're having conversation, bring that up to some of them folks and see how they respond to it.
It's amazing. It really is.
Yeah, but they know everything about everything, but they don't, that's why I always say what our folks, to me, one of the most difficult things to comprehend is the Bible. Because there's so many books in the Bible, there's so many narratives. But Black people go to Bible study, they do all of these things, and they understand the Bible.
Right.
But yet they can't figure out what the hell is going on in the country with their vote. Who to vote for.
They don't study that.
No. But they're smart enough, they just don't apply it.
Right.
And that's what they take advantage of. That's why they want to get rid of the Department of Education. They don't want nobody besides them, because that's the way they've been for hundreds of years. That's the way they've been operating. If you don't know what you don't know, you're not thinking about and you're not worried about.
Right.
Like Trump stealing in broad daylight. Now, before the internet and social media, he could steal and nobody would know about it.
Right.
Same thing with changing the plane. Nobody would have known he got off the plane. Right? But he used everybody that was on the plane, and they got a job to do, and they like, well, that's my job. I'm like, fool, this man's gonna get you killed.
Yes.
Because he's not even gonna tell you're vulnerable or there's a threat. He's looking out for number one at all times.
So they didn't even know he got off.
With him, I heard. The little girl that be traveling with him, he took her with him, and she was one of the ones that was in the catering truck.
She was with him.
Oh, he took her with him?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I hear something going on between her and him.
That's Monica Lewinsky 2.0.
I thought she carried the football.
She carried the football.
Yeah. So if the threat was that serious, why was it so important for Air Force One to take off without him on it?
Right.
So you put all these other people, well over 100 people, in jeopardy.
Yeah. Right.
And you go off on another plane. Why didn't that plane just sit there on the ground?
They could have, but it was a target.
It was a decoy.
But no, I feel you, Doc, and I definitely understand you. You ain't got nowhere to be.
Yeah.
Right.
You got nowhere to be.
They could tell those people that, hey, this plane is broke down.
Yep.
Yeah. But they probably thought it was going to be a target.
But that plane was the target.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if they say they had shot that plane down,
right,
with all those people on there, and they never had a clue that they were in jeopardy like that.
Nope.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he knew, and the Secret Service knew.
Right.
That's just wrong.
But he don't care.
They don't either, because they want to keep their job.
Right.
Everybody that's working.
I agree with you, Doc.
Just like, they're a paramilitary organization. They follow their orders.
Yeah.
They sworn to take their orders, and that's what they do. I don't fault them.
Right.
I agree with you, Doc.
I feel sorry for them, though.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they don't get a choice in who they're gonna protect or how long they're gonna protect. They just do what they swore they were gonna do.
Right.
Yeah. He out there selling whoop tickets.
Take a bullet for him.
Get cash.
They got well more integrity than that clown that they protected.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, ask that woman in Arkansas that said the Secret Service bought her to Bill Clinton's room, and she went to court and tried to get them to admit in court that they knew that he was sleeping with her, and he denied it. And this woman to this day is losing her. She lost her mind back then, but she said they know what happened, but they won't say what you said, Doc. Is they not gonna give it up?
No, they ain't giving it up. They ain't giving it up.
No.
Yeah. Doc, I agree with what you said, man. Once they got him off of that plane, like you said, instead of taking off with all of those people on that plane, if there was a threat like that, they could have ground that plane, man, and let him get his ass out of there. and then come on out and hey, look, he ain't here no more. He gone.
Right.
And that way, and ease that threat so them people could, have a chance to get out of there safely, just in case some shit did pop off.
They could have put those people on a different military plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
They do it every day.
So how many presidents has this ever happened to?
None.
Well, they say Clinton had to change planes once.
Yeah.
He was someplace doing, I think it was Kosovo or somewhere like that, and there was a threat, and they changed.
Yeah, well, they always, they've gone to presidents have gone to war zones, but they don't take Air Force One.
Right.
No, they don't make a big deal and tell everybody. Like when they go to the AOR or places like that, they just go. They don't make. Trump got to have everything's got to be broadcast.
And
they don't tell you what's going on.
That's his biggest thing. He want to be seen.
He want to be seen.
And everybody,
it's all about him.
And heard.
Right.
But the fool will tell you.
I can't listen to him.
Well, he will tell you he's going after leakers, right? Well, he's the leaker.
Right.
Yeah.
He's the fool that posted where he was going and what's happening.
And speaking of that leaking, why would they talk about the munitions stockpile getting low? I mean, shouldn't that be kept classified or under wraps?
Well,
I think that is classified.
Again, that's the competency level of the people that you have in charge.
Right.
Right. Or
they don't know what the hell they doing.
I won't even say they in charge. The people that you have holding titles.
But that's why
they too dumb to be in charge.
Well, that's what the Iranians are using against him right now. They say, well, he ain't got no weapons, so we can talk because he can't blow nothing up. And the dummies was blowing up the same damn targets every day.
Right.
Yeah.
But I honestly believe a lot of that was some of the senior military officials, because if they didn't leak it, they had to do something to prevent his ass from actually trying to put boots on the ground and do stupid stuff. Sometimes they had to leak some stuff just so that, so that the press knows that, hey, we ain't got what we say we got and what this fool says we got. Somebody need to let somebody know. And a lot of that classified information, I believe, is getting leaked by some senior officials because they know what we up against, and they know this guy is not mentally stable enough to make those rational decisions.
Did y'all see? I can't remember the general's name, but he was on television and he was talking about the only three people they didn't talk about that got killed during this thing were the black people.
Oh, that don't surprise me.
And he actually, I don't know what news thing he was on, but he actually talked about it, and he came to tears because he was like, it's not right. So he brought their names up, and because we never heard nothing about them.
No.
Never heard nothing about them. And I forget his name. It might have been McCaffrey.
Oh, you talking about when he was saying when they do the roll call?
McCaffrey?
It wasn't McCaffrey, it was the 3-star. I know who you're talking about. He's a 3-star.
Right.
Yeah, but that man, that
Are you talking about Hurtling?
Hurtling,
Yeah.
Hurtling, yeah.
Is that who it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Mark Hurtling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was to hear him speak about it, right? And you could feel I'll put it like this. He's the type of person that I'll go to war with, because just listening to him speak about those three people and how he felt that those two people didn't get their just.
No, they didn't.
From the United States, with losing their lives.
Well, the spouse, the guy, one of the black soldiers' spouse said that nobody ever contacted her.
What?
She said nobody contacted her. She's had no conversation with DOD about what happened to her husband or anything.
Wow.
That's horrible.
That is.
Yeah.
No, that's Trump.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's Trump. That's the Trump administration. They don't care about veterans,
They
especially
don't care.
black veterans,
no, they
black
do.
people in general. He done brought all his cronies in, all of them racist.
Yep.
I lived in New York from 1984 to 2016, and he was the most racist person in New York. And when
And
he ran for president, I've learned that all these people that I worked with for like 20, 30 years
was
were
race.
racist crap,
Mhm.
you
Exactly.
know, and it just, he's the biggest racist out there, man. And I said, if you vote for him, you voting against yourself,
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
you know, so. But as long as it hurt black people, they don't care. They'll burn this whole country down.
Oh
They
yeah.
will.
As
Yeah.
long as it hurt black people, they'll burn it down.
Yep.
They will, and they just that vicious.
Yeah.
And they'll make
Yeah.
sense. They hurt despite their face.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like
but that's what they've been doing.
well, that's like they representatives. They all took the money out of the health care, and them fools can't afford it. But yet they when they ask the question, when they ask folks questions, so this is what it took for you to understand or to see your representative or the president. This is what they're really about. So all those other things that they've been doing, you was good with that
Mm-hmm.
until it came to your door. You know, that's like back in the 70s. They call it NIMBY, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not in my backyard.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to their backyard, now they upset. But if it doesn't affect them, then they're not gonna say anything.
Hey,
That's
I
like
just
white women vote for Trump when they pull the curtain back. They don't tell nobody.
right.
But it's the white women that each time that got him over the hurdle. He took away
Yeah,
abortion
it
rights. He took away abortion rights. He took away this, and they still voted for him.
Still voting for.
is. Yep,
Yeah.
because they brainwashed, man.
No, they
Yeah.
just no
They,
white folks have never. They have no kind of gene where they can compete against other people because everything was laid out for them in this country where they never had to disadvantage and to learn how to be, overcome disadvantage.
Survival.
Right.
They don't know
Survival.
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 No.
No.
And that's why, a lot of times I always tell people, I said, I never knew what a homeless person was because I lived in New York too. And when I lived in New York, when people on the street, we called them derelicts,
Yep.
right?
Call them bums.
Oh,
They
but
were derelicts. They were derelicts from Wall Street. They lost all their damn money on Wall Street. I'll never forget. I was outside of Penn Station. No, I was at the bus station. We were picking somebody up, and a lady or somebody was a guy. He came and asked me for $1 or something. I was like, I'm not giving you $1. I said, take your ass up to Westchester and knock on the fence and see if they open the gate for you so you can get the money that you used to have. Because that's what we saw in New York. A lot of people in New York that was homeless was Wall Street people that lost all their money. There was homeless people, but
right.
not like it is now. People sometimes I think too that some folks, not all folks, but because they closed down all the mental state facilities back in the 80s and the 90s. So a lot of these folks probably do need to be institutionalized or on medication, but they
Ronald
can't
Reagan.
get that. They can't
Ronald
get that.
Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
Ronald Reagan.
Can't get the help that they need.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they cut that out. They don't give people help no more. They put them in jail.
Right.
Man,
Yeah.
You
if
know,
you're
they
outside,
incarcerate people instead of giving them
exactly.
I
help.
just
You
I
know,
just
it's a
read
lot
a
of mentally ill people in this country,
Yes.
man. They need help.
I just read a
Uh,
thing where now there's these senators from Virginia are jumping on them because they found out that GIs can't get mental help
Yeah.
from the VA.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they cut a lot of things out at the VA. They laid a lot of people off from some of them, but they finding out they had to call these people back because it's not enough staff to handle all the veterans that's coming in. There's just not enough people. They laid people off from these veteran hospitals, man.
But they're constantly creating more veterans that need VA because all these stupid things that they're doing. Like now, how many thousands more people gonna be added to that
Yes,
roll?
right. You're gonna be added to the rolls.
Because
They're gonna be added to the roll.
Because they stuck on the ship for a whole year and can't go home.
That's right. Exactly.
You know,
Yeah, and I hear
They be
that
all messed up. They be all
these
messed
guys out there on them ships, man, they complaining they ain't got eating right. Their mental health is failing. Once these guys come back, you talk about a PTSD marathon is gonna be because these guys stuck over there in the Straits of Hormuz or wherever they are. These are young guys, man, just like we were when we went in there. These are young people.
Yeah.
And they, teens and 20s, and maybe the higher ups in their 30s or whatever, but it's crazy, man. These young people, they ain't eating right. Their mental health is failing.
Yes.
It's gonna be something bad, and it's just waiting to happen, I guess.
Happen.
It's not gonna happen with the Department of War.
No, not with Pete up in there, man.
Because Pete know what he's doing after he finished doing that pull up. By the time
people don't know nothing about war, man.
After he finished doing that pull up, he been trying to do that one. He been trying to get in.
Hey,
year and a half.
I got. Did you hear about like Rocky Mount, North Carolina, where they had they're getting $600 and $700 a month electric bills?
Oh yeah.
And they had a couple folks already passed away because they were trying to use like gas generators to keep the lights on because they can't afford to put them on.
Wow.
Suffocated.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
it's bad. They said that some folks had they were overdue like $3,000, and like I said, we're talking about an entire town where like a third of the population can't afford to keep the lights on.
But you also got to remember they had a tornado or a hurricane that went through there not about a year or so ago. So the repair money from FEMA and all of that good stuff, they denied it.
Right.
So the reason why they're in dire straits now is because they never recovered from the hurricane.
Okay.
Wow.
They never gave them the money.
Yeah.
And that's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're using emergency management and FEMA as a game.
Yeah. So they're saying that the average resident, we're not talking about just a few, but the average resident's electric bill is between $400 and $600 a month.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And we're talking about a town where the average person only makes $40,000 a year.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, they said that family that you talking about, Smitty, that bill was up over $2,000, I believe, and they offered to pay half of it and they wouldn't take it.
Right.
So they had generators in there trying to, I guess run the AC or whatever the hell, man. I guess they all died from carbon monoxide poison, man.
Yeah.
The whole family?
Yeah. Whole family died.
Whole family. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is what we
in America in 2026.
Yes.
And what your boy Tillis do about that?
Man, fuck Tom Tillis, man. He was in there. Speaking of him, talking about when they was trying to confirm. Oh boy, I knew his ass was gonna fold, man. Like Trump said, folded like a damn umbrella. I knew he was gonna fold from the damn start, man. Before they even started this shit.
It was a game all along.
It was bullshit the whole time.
They full of
I
shit,
read
man.
something interesting about why those guys, when they're in a position like that, why they do what they do, how they voted the way they voted, because they're no longer going to be in the Congress, right? So their next job could potentially be as a lobbyist.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if they cross everybody, they're not going to make any money as a lobbyist because they're not going to be able to make contact or have somebody they can call to push a particular, bill or whatever. So they vote against. They seem like they voting against their interests, but what they doing is they're setting themselves up for their next job.
That's
Right.
right.
It's
That's
just
right.
like it's just like the movie All the President's Men. With Deep Throat tell them, follow the money.
Follow the money.
Follow the money.
Yeah. You listen to the twang in Tom Tillis' voice, man. Shit, you know right away which way he going. You just just listen to his cadence, man. That's all.
Oh, I knew they would. Especially when the captain of the ship said, "Well, I'll pull it," and when they're gone, I'll put him back in.
Right. And here's the other part was
that was telling them, you better get this right, or you better do what I'm telling you to do.
And when the two women decided that they was going to vote against it, they already knew they had the votes. That was the key. They had the votes. They were getting cover because they had to run election, but they already knew they had the votes.
Yeah,
they had the votes all along.
Yeah.
But the lie, that whole thing was, they gave him a letter that was just a piece of paper.
Right.
It has no teeth to it. It's nothing that you can enforce.
Exactly.
They were satisfied with that. Well, I'm like, really? That's all it took? Him to write that lie down on paper.
You saw who swore that clown in, right? As Attorney General.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the other defense attorney that he made a federal judge.
Right, Bobby.
Yeah.
Yep. And
so the three musketeers were back together again.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's where he want to be.
But all
Jeff,
I
what you got on your mind, man? Jeff.
Oh, me?
Let us hear from you, man.
Man, I'm telling you,
what you thinking so far?
So far, we just talking about it, man. This stuff with the Trump stuff, man, is just like outrageous. It's like I every day I try to watch the news. It's outrageous. He look in your face, look in your eyes, and lie, and you know better. But the Caucasians, the white people, the MAGA, they still behind him, and they know better.
Yeah.
And it's just it's frustrating to see it.
Yeah.
And I just hope, we had talked about the munitions stockpiles. I wish and pray that we don't get in another skirmish. Like China's on the horizon, Russia's on the horizon. If we get into another skirmish, we're gonna get beat down.
Absolutely.
We don't have it.
Yeah.
It takes 10 years to rebuild that stockpile. He's squandering on Iran. We'll be in trouble if something else starts.
Absolutely. Everybody know it.
Yeah.
I have my doubts about that. Because I don't think we could have burned through our stockpile that fast. If we could have burned through that stockpile that fast, we were in trouble before we started.
Exactly.
Because what if it was against a real superpower? Then what?
That's what I'm saying.
But we don't have the production anymore to crank out the stuff that we're using. Because we're using stuff that takes a long time and costs a lot, and we really don't have the manufacturing capacity to build new stuff. The stuff that Ukraine is using, and they were trying to share that with us, but we were too stupid to take it, was the fact that, hey, the world has turned. You don't need to have $1 million weapon anymore. We can beat you with $10,000 weapons, and that's what they're doing. and we're still fighting old wars, and we've done that throughout history. We fight old wars with old technology, and the new technology is there, and we don't learn it till the last minute, and that's what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Doc,
Yeah.
you remember when we took that jokes training at Fort Eustis?
Yeah.
When we was doing the operation plans, how they build the ops plans?
Yeah.
Pretty much all we did was we took the F-15 package and eliminated the F-15 and put the F-22 in there, and that's all we changed.
That's all we do. Yeah, we do it all the time.
The old plans are so old, but the one thing too you got to keep in mind about this country is we got a lot of stuff pre-positioned around the world.
Yeah.
And when you pre-position stuff, sometimes we don't monitor it, so the shelf life expires on it. Because when we were in Korea, we had gas suits pre-positioned all throughout Asia, but nobody was going. They were in C vans. Nobody was going to these places to check the gear to see if the worms had got them or whatever. So a lot of the stockpile that we have is dispersed. There's no one place where we got a yard with all these weapons, these weapon systems as far as the bombs and all of that. And the thing about it is the at times like this, contractors know what to do. When we worked MyCap at Langley, when we couldn't get something, through normal channels with normal money, the one thing that they told us, the last thing that was on the sheet was offer them premium pay.
Yep.
No.
And premium pay was, I need that damn hammer. I'll give you $700 for that hammer if you give it to me and nobody else.
There you go.
That's how we operate.
All the time.
We always have.
Yeah.
All the time.
When I was working in contracting, when the first time Trump came to Dover to do the dignified transfer, I was talking to some of the folks over at the mortuary, and they were telling me all he gave a shit about was the furniture looked old. He didn't like the paint on the wall. This 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So before they left to go back to DC, the Joint Chief threatened everybody over in the airport in Mayo about the appearance of the facilities. That's all he was caring about was the appearance of the facility.
Yeah.
That
And
don't
he did not give
surprise
him
me.
he didn't give him any money to improve the facilities.
No. Same thing doing with the White House.
That
Same thing.
don't surprise me.
He done destroyed that White House, man.
Well, they got one judge that got some damn sense. He told him, he said, first of all, you're a tenant there. You don't own that building. You can't be making no changes and knocking. And that's why he gave the decision in the judgment that he did. Because what he's saying is exactly, and I've been saying all along, people got to stop with all the skies, all the Chicken Little shit, the skies falling. They got to remember everything that they're doing right now is temporary.
Yeah.
Can't make it permanent.
No.
Yeah.
So the thing people don't, people, at the last minute, they get in a piece of this information, but this stuff has been going on since who knows when. The Department of Defense used to have budget line items that used to say miscellaneous, and it had the most money on that line item.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody needed to know what the money was for. So me and Smitty used to always say every world leader that died didn't die of natural causes.
No, it's true.
He died from silver poisoning or something, but that's how we used to operate. Everything was clandestine.
Yeah.
All the people that are around the world that are saying things about the United States 50, 60 years ago, they would just all of a sudden get sick and die.
Yeah.
And that's what we don't do anymore. We don't go into these countries and cultivate like some of these other, like the Russians try to do here. When Obama kicked the Russians out of Maryland, what did Trump do? He let them back into Maryland.
Yeah.
They spying on every damn thing out of this house, out of the embassy in Maryland. And Obama put them out, kicked them out of the country.
Mm-hmm. Trump let him back in.
Let him back in.
That was his bank.
Yeah.
He's been working for him the whole time.
He done just made some other deal. You see, they let American go the other day.
Yeah, they let one Marine go.
Yeah, he's been over there for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's swinging another deal.
That was after a conversation with Trump. So look out, something's coming.
Well, he's working on elections, and like I said, he was so stupid that when he put out the paperwork talk about folks mess with elections, he said it was China, but the paperwork that he put out there said it was Russia the whole damn time, and he was too dumb to read it.
No, he
can't read.
He's of the mindset if he don't read it, then it's not true.
Everybody knew it was Russia.
No, if he don't think it, he can't read.
You're right.
Well, you remember the fool he tried to take the Sharpie and change the damn map to make it say what he wanted it to say.
Yeah, on the hurricane. Can you believe that? Can you believe that shit?
Well, look what he did with the Gulf of Mexico. He put a Sharpie on that and changed the whole name. I'm gonna just change it. It's the Gulf of America.
No, he changed it in his world, but the rest of the world knows it as the Gulf of Mexico. But
in his world,
yeah. But some of them Trumpies, they buy into that stuff. I seen on some website it says Gulf of America.
Yeah.
Some of these companies.
Yeah, if you use the Weather Channel.
That's right.
And you scroll down in the Gulf of Mexico, it says the Gulf of America now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But they trying to keep their subsidies, the federal subsidies.
Because the FCC, they threatened with taking their license from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they know better than that, and they know it's temporary.
Everybody knows it's temporary
And he said elections are jacked up. I agree with him because he in office.
Yeah.
How did my pillow?
How did that happen?
Except for his election.
Yeah. the my pillow guy say he got cheated in a Republican election. I was cheated. I ain't gonna concede. Wait a minute. It was Republican against Republican, and you still got cheated? Really?
Oh, your boy got cheated too. He fighting down there in Minnesota. My pillow man.
Oh, he's done.
He got blown away.
That joker got whooped. He didn't get beat.
He didn't know that was gonna happen.
He was at some press conference, and the guy said, "Why you sell lumpy pillows?" He got upset.
The one dude told him stick to making pillows.
He cussed the guy out. He said, "Man, you make lumpy pillows. I don't make no lumpy pillows."
That's what we working with, man. That's what we working with. These Republicans, that's what we working with, man. He ain't the only extreme example.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
They going crazy with this guy that won the primary in Michigan.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.